Yeah, I
Tusker has
like that. I
been
like Tusk.
he's been rising in popularity lately since the new patch.
Yeah, he really has. I'm always good to see Tusk come back. You know, he's such a fun hero to cast as well. Snowball saves are super exciting, and obviously really good versus Legion Commander. Ice Shard blocks really fun to watch as well. Just an all-around good hero to watch. And this Phoenix from SworDDarK. Now, this is something you should fear. Senny plays this Phoenix really, really well, and they usually pick it up here in the third or fourth phase, where they know that there's gonna, now you force Alliance to pick something like this Morana, something like the Morphling, something which needs to be able to kill this egg, because right now they don't have a whole lot for it.
I do remember we played them in the TI qualifier in the loser bracket final. They had this very strong strategy with the Phoenix Treant. But now with the Treant changes, I'm not entirely sure how strong he is. I've seen some Southeast Asia teams pick up Treant, but I don't know if they had much success. I don't really like the changes. I like the old Treant, like the being like a sneaky tree around, placing vision.
Everybody's saying that. Like every 4 and 5 position who plays Tree has been like, oh man, they ruined Tree.
I mean,
No
it
one wants to
was
play it
kind of
anymore.
a special hero, that they like reworked it.
Yeah.
It's like a completely different hero.
Dire team pick.
Oh, there's gonna be a Nico baby Morphling. No flexing between mid and carry. Just straight up pick up this Morphling, and with the CM and Tasca, I mean, they should be able to secure his lane 100%. Maybe even just CM will be enough. But I imagine with how they played the previous qualifier and what they
10
usually
seconds
do, they
remaining.
might just start 3 and secure Nico baby lane. And
5 seconds remaining.
once he secure he can be left on his own. He's gonna do very well. Oh, it's a like this is the most important pick in the draft. From like when you have first pick, this 18th pick needs to salvage your draft in a way.
Yeah.
You need to kind of win your draft here, and what hero they can get. We already talked about Breaking
Alliances turn to battle.
and Naga. We also mentioned Naga. I
Ooh,
remember.
okay. Yeah, we're getting pretty good with our predictions, aren't we? They predicted the Morphling, the Naga. Feels good. But yeah, this Naga Siren gonna be a hard target to get that Doom down upon and give you this really hard carry potential in your team right now. The one thing I'm thinking about is SworDDarK are really gonna have to find something which is gonna be able to
10 seconds
control the
remaining.
tempo of this game from the middle lane. Obviously, Conker's going to be a tempting one. I
5
would be
seconds
surprised if
remaining.
Alliance don't ban out that Conker at the same time. You do want to get that Spirit Vessel builder. Now, I know Phoenix can build it, but I'm not sure if you want it that late. I think you want to try and put on the pressure onto Morphling as soon as possible, so we'll see.
Yeah, they could probably get some
Dire
either
team
Ember or Kunkka, but they opt to ban Invoker. I mean, the ban from SworDDarK is gonna tell the story, because usually people decide on what they wanna pick before they ban, so they ban the biggest counter to the hero. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
they need someone to fight early, preferably if
10
the
seconds
hero could have
remaining.
a tower damage, it would be nice. But there's not many of these.
5
Maybe
seconds
some
remaining.
Dragon Knight would be
Yeah,
nice
what
for
about
them.
Monkey King? Feels
Dire team
like it
pick.
could be an option.
Viper is gonna be a ban, so they are gonna go for.
TA
He is
was
already
first
banned.
phase, yeah. We both went to the exact TA. See that Viper
I
band
mean,
now, you're like, yep.
Viper should be very good against Monk,
Yeah,
but
another
it
Toxin.
doesn't really seem like a very nice Monkey King game.
Oh, okay.
It's not too much to work with. There's like
10 seconds
with Monkey
remaining.
King, you want to be able to stand your ground in the game. Like these
5
Doom
seconds
CM
remaining.
heroes don't allow that.
Yeah, and also with the tusk, just with the snowball to save anybody who's caught inside that ultimate of
7
his.
seconds, they're
Very
thinking
Alliances
nice.
hard.
turn to pick. Lena.
It's gonna be a Lina. No
Ooh.
tower damage, but a very solid mid laner, which is not countered by many heroes.
Yeah, and he's still one of these heroes which is going to pressure the tower when you leave, so he's always going to be pressuring down and being super annoying.
It's a nice stun. Could maybe at some point expect some Shadow Blade. It's like
10 seconds
long time
remaining.
ago, I would say a year, 2 years ago, Lina was one of the go-to heroes
5
against
seconds
Morphling,
remaining.
because he would do very well in lane and would be able to like have a early pressure more. They're gonna respond with Kunkka.
Choose your hero.
Yep.
There it is. We do get to see our Salty Sea captain eventually, and he'll be leading the side of Alliance from the middle lane as Lim picks up that hero and rounds off their draft into the first game of this best of 2. So, Milan, final thoughts on these 2 drafts before we get into the game?
I mean, I would give a edge to Alliance. Like, knowing how they play out their drafts and like seeing Nico on this Morphling and 3-3 on his signature Doom, I think they'll do very well this game.
Well, I mean, I do have a lot of faith in the steady Phoenix, and I feel like their potential isn't bad. And Digi has been impressive, but not quite impressive enough to bring down Alliance, I don't think.
10
And this
seconds
draft does seem a
remaining.
little bit Alliance favored, so I gotta go give it to them. And so that, yeah, I think I'm
5
gonna agree with
seconds
you, Alliance. Probably gonna take this one, but we shall see, of course. Nothing's set in stone. And Nagasaran games are always the risk where she can just be extremely annoying, and if she's able to just survive long enough into the late game and be that devastating force, then you have some real problems on your team.
Interesting in how Alliance is gonna set up the lanes. We already said historically they used to run tri-lanes and secure Nico, but we'll see. I think what exposes the check cards is this Phoenix position 5, which might not be able to pressure the Doom enough if he's left alone. They play 2 versus 1 top, and I think Doom is gonna get much more than Curry and Moof will get bottom, which shouldn't happen if you have like a strong position 5. I mean, Phoenix is a definitely amazing hero, one of my favorites, but just like in these scenarios, he doesn't really excel.
Okay. Criticism for the Phoenix, pick up from a Phoenix expert himself. Let's see how Alliance can do in this best of 2 series. Yeah, I think the key lanes to watch for me are going to be the mid lane. If the Lina can put enough pressure onto the Kunkka, then she can definitely kind of start to rotate and make the space for Nagasaran, which their team sorely needs. But then you can also say the same thing about the Kunkka as well, right? Like if he's able to win this matchup against the Lina, then he's going to be in control of the game. So either of these two will end up on top and then being the deciding factor in the team fights afterwards. So it's going to be an interesting one. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, Nagasaran, she's an okay laner. She's not a good laner. She's not like a great fourth, but these mirror images can do a lot of work in the right situations. But when you're against the Doom, you know, he's not really going to care too much about that harass. The anti-armor might be pretty nice, and interestingly, she hasn't started with any armor, so starting at 0 armor versus Avenge could be somewhat tricky. But he might go and do this digging thing he did before, so in another game, we saw him just bring this Quelling Blade, go in behind the tower, and basically just draw this big line all the way like this, all the way through. Come out here and drag the creeps past.
That's pretty smart. I mean, they're gonna
30 seconds
adapt
to
to what I
battle.
said, and they're gonna put Avenge top. Avenge is much more stronger in dealing with this creep cutting. But if he does it this way, even
Curry's
Avenge is
been
gonna
seen.
have...
They've got the tag team as well, and a lot of attack speed coming out from Nico, baby. Curry trying to keep himself alive with the pressy attack, but I don't think it's enough. The right clicks come through, and the kill is there. Curry gets dropped. And that'll be your first blood going to Alliance. You gotta respect the tag team. You gotta expect the icy duo of Crystal Maiden and the Tusk. And I gotta say, really well themed to the terrain. Good job, Alliance. You know, picking up these icy heroes and then Tusk and the CM and the nice icy terrain. Beautiful. These trees are goddamn huge. Jesus.
They are doing the classic Alliance tri-lane. Just care for this laning stage. I feel like the bottom lane is gonna get ruined for check guys, and 3-3 is gonna, you know, he's gonna do his thing. He's gonna get his items. He's gonna get something.
Yeah, he'll do his best, but he's always looking to play around these trees, utilizing the active of this Quelling Blade more than any other offlaner we usually see, as he's just going to give the Venge the runaround muffs like, where is this guy? What the hell? Where did he get? What the hell? And he's just going on Adventure 33, using this path he made earlier. Okay, he's not going to use the path he made earlier, so he's going to walk in front of the tower, but all the same, he doesn't really care. He's a Doom. 0 armor, but no cares in the world. He'll just drag this creep wave around for a while, bring it back to his tower, get a nice bit of XP from the safety of his lane. Meanwhile, down at bottom, Nika baby being chased very lightly by my Fata.
Sunny did a nice thing. He stuck the creep base and the TP out like 10 HP. Now he's gonna pull the camp. Yeah, they're also doing very well bottom for now. They're gonna have 2 creep base coming to their tower. Let's see how Alliance responds to. They will look to punish them hard on tower. Try to deny as many creeps as they can. Maybe even go for a kill.
Mid lane, Kunkka takes a stun, but yeah, this is definitely where the bottom lane, where the action is cooking up. It's this boiling pot and it's boiling over right now as Curry's going to be the target, but at this far into the tower, it becomes very difficult to try and go for this kill. Hanskin, though, still going in deep to get the deny onto the creeps as well, as we'll go to Curry there. Got to point out as well, it's an all-girls team on SworDDarK, representing, you know, the power for females this time.
There's a girl on their team.
Oh no, they've got an all-girls team. Yeah, the heroes they've picked up.
Oh.
Assuming Phoenix is female, which she definitely is, right? I mean, she turns into an egg, right?
I don't know, man. Let's say they got 4 out of 5 for sure. I mean, I would assume.
I don't think we could assume Phoenix is a chick.
In bottom lane, they didn't actually deny many creeps. They didn't deny any range creeps, and now they're hitting the like level 2. But now, what do? They need to pull some more waves, which if Alliance plays correctly, should not be possible. So they'll have to feed here.
Yeah, Curry, he's taking some damage, needs help from his Phoenix. Now those Fire Spirits are coming over. Curry will be able to perk this one up, but Hansen's coming over. He's got the tag team and the damage. Is it going to be there? It's not, though. Curry still survives. I just wanted to point out that little play he made there to get the deny onto the range creep. So Nico Baby harassed him once, and he noticed that the Moment of Courage buff was on himself, so he just comes and gets a double hit onto the range creep and gets a deny. It's really nice play from Curry there. Just small efficiency.
I feel like this shouldn't work like that. The moment of courage, the abuse and denies, it feels a bit silly sometimes. They're gonna TP the muff bottom, and they're gonna try to contest this 3v3 now, because Naga's got enough advantage stuff to just dominate the lane on his own.
Yeah, Doom doesn't really lane very well versus Naga if once he gets a couple of points on that side, right? Oh, Curry, once again, in trouble. Doesn't have mana for the pressy attack, and looks like he will be dropping this time around, and there's 2 more kills just sitting there for them, and I don't think they're going to be able to get out of this one. Muff being chased, he's going to get brought down. Luckily, Senny has the level 2, so he's able to get the Icarus dive to safety, but a very messy engagement in the bottom lane for SworDDarK as they feed away 2 kills for nothing.
Problem is, the bench TP'd bottom, it just died. Now he's running back top. He's having a hard time finding his impact in this laning stage. And is this gonna be a solo kill? Bata going on Senny? He needs 1 more hit. Oh, he plants a branch!
The branch!
Oh my god!
Oh my Senny, what are you doing, son?
Nice.
Using the branch vision to just completely... I mean, Fata was going for the solo kill, so you got to consider that, but... Damn, that was tasty. They're making some nice little plays down the bottom lane, but unfortunately, the grand scheme of things, it's still not going particularly well for SworDDarK.
At least, like, morale-wise, it's going better. When you make such play, you kind of gain confidence from it. And also, Fata with the respect tip. He respects the play.
Yeah, always good to see those respect tips coming out. Let's have a look over towards this middle lane right now as Limp is hanging out with a double damage and 30 CS. Meanwhile, the Lina a little bit far down with 25 CS right now, so not an ideal situation for the Lina, trying to go for the double stack there, getting the single. All good, all good.
Dire's middle tower is
They're
under
gonna
attack.
get 3 runes on the SworDDarK side.
Radiant's top
Oh,
tower
Curry caught out once again. And he's going to get popped pretty damn quickly there. But yeah, across the board, yeah, Rune's looking good. One's still available up at top. When SworDDarK want to go for that one, you know, I'm sure.
This is what we were talking about. Like, if you look at the carries, net for and level-wise, the kind of both having free farm with the Diggy having a level advantage. Oh, you're pinging the bounty room.
Yeah, I'm pretty mad about that one. Anyway, Doom in a bit of trouble right now as Muff makes his way over, but even with all his anti-armor, he's got himself the ice armor on himself, so he's actually fine. He's chasing down Muff. Muff going for the TP out. I'm not sure he's going to make this one, though. Nope, will get burnt away by 33. That is a bit of a costly one.
Is he gonna get a bounty rune as well? Oh no.
I mean, no one's realized.
I mean, there's no reason to walk in there. There's no shot.
Right? There's
The
no
outpost
shot
is
there.
only active after 10 minutes. Like,
This
why would
rune
you
could
walk in
time
there?
out.
You just assume it's gone.
Radiant's
this is
middle
gonna be
tower
a
is under attack.
Tasca walking around, seeing he cannot do much on his own, especially with the shrine being used. Anyway, the impact on Harry is just gonna die again.
Once again, yeah. I don't know what he's doing down here, but I think he just got chased off the lane by Nico Baby and then finished off by the supports. It's a really rough game for Curry right now.
It's just a rough time. It's a CM Tuskar tri-lane. It only gets harder. Oh yeah, Doom is gonna fight the D-Gate up. He's gonna man up on him, but... Alright. Oh, he's gonna get a level
Yeah, he does level
6.
6. Oh no, that's a Naga Siren. She's gonna be passing away as well. It's another kill for Alliance right now, 7-0. And there's a couple of tips coming out as well. But meanwhile, the Lonely Rune sitting here still untouched right now. I mean, there's definitely SworDDarK leaving this rune here. I think 33 is now dead. He's said sorry to his team at the very least. Oh, did he spot it? Zenny? Zenny? Oh my god. Guys, please. Please.
Whichever team decides to control that outpost, then it's just gonna get double bounty.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be a
nice surprise.
It is indeed. It is indeed. Well, coming up on that 8-minute mark right now, and currently every lane looking pretty damn good for Alliance, even though this Naga Siren is pretty far ahead on net worth, sorry, on CS. I'm sure the Doom probably just about maxed her on net worth. Oh, no, he's a little bit further down.
He's having a much better time than this LC. It's so much easier for him to have an impact without items than LC does. He's also having like a 3 levels above.
Illusion.
Gonna be engagement. This Doom feels very good. He feels like unkillable right now with his ice armor.
Yeah, and Hanskin feeling very strong as well, as Muff being run down, feeling the full force of this duo in effect as they run him down. But Curry, he's just looking for the items right now. Poor man's shield was actually picked up by...
Curry?
Oh yeah, he got it. He stole
that.
Doom's poor man's shield. Very rude.
You don't see this very often. They're gonna chase the Hanskin here. Here comes a stun from the Venge and
Oh, Snowball. Still
Sunray
surviving this one, but in comes the overwhelming odds. He's got the speed.
Oh,
Curry should be able to get him
dude.
down. The bounty rune! Hanskin gets it. Do what you must. I've already won. Hanskin will fall down, but yeah, that's 57 gold to each member of his team. 57 times 5 is like 250. Well, no, 280 something. It's
I think it's top of
worth
it
Tower is
for sure.
under attack.
They're gonna find a D word.
Radiant's
It's,
middle tower
some
is
price for
under
them.
attack.
Now they're gonna. I mean, this poor man shield is gonna help a lot, for sure. It's, especially because they stole it, so they're gonna basically have a 1 item advantage after they get all of them, right? Is that how it works?
Yeah, you're absolutely right. If you steal a poor man's shield or any item off the enemy team, then you still get to drop all 3 of your items. It doesn't affect how many you get. And oh yeah, Iron Town on the
My
Legion Commander.
God.
Let's go.
The combo, PMS plus Iron Talent.
Oh, all she needs now is a Keeler. She's there.
Oh yeah. Just gonna need to wait a bit for that one.
Classic
The
Legion.
Doom is ready. I mean, kinda. Alliance wants to open the map top. There's gonna be a fight for the outposts.
Yeah, Doom is going for it whilst Hanskin defends him, and it doesn't look like they'll be able to control this one. The outpost goes the way of the Radiant. They're coming down as well. They're able to finish off Fodder. Now they look over towards the Legion Commander, who is getting burnt away by this Doom, but I think she's going to be alright. Meanwhile, the egg will pop, stunning up Hanskin, but hasn't finished the job on him. Hanskin's actually surviving this one, and with the TPs coming in, is he going to burn away? Yes, he is. Jenny grabs that kill. Meanwhile, the rest of Alliance turn up, but they're a little bit too late to this party. and they will not be dropping anybody. But they did manage to get both outposts, which is very important to note because it denies XP from this Dire team. So SworDDarK going to be a little bit bummed about that one. Meanwhile, Legion Commander getting jumped upon by the Conqueror. He's going to get the easy pick off here as Limb rotates into this top lane, and Legion Commander sticks around a little bit too long. And I feel like that's kind of been the essence of this Legion's gameplay, unfortunately. She has just been in the wrong place at the wrong time a little bit too often, and that's evolved in dying a little bit too often.
Just a very rough game in the position he was put on. They needed to do something about it earlier, but I don't know how much more they could have done. And the most important thing out of all of this is the tower pressure they're gonna do top. Nico Baby almost gets his tower, and like with the Fire Spirits on the cooldown, in the rotation from a Doom, they might even secure it. And this is what's Nico Baby very good at. People, I guess, don't recognize it as much. It's like knowing when to leave his lane and do the rotation to the enemy safe lane, pressure the tower. Like even though he's playing Morphling and like people's head, he was supposed just to AFK farm and get fat and carry the game, and he's still pressuring. Just having a ring.
Fail on Doom. Okay, well, Shani gotta get the Icarus dive away, but unfortunately needs to get that. Yeah, there we go. Oh, they're gonna find him. No, they're not. He manages to get up the cliff just about in time. Sunrays out into Oblivion and TP's home.
Very nice play, wasting a bit of their time, but still, their tower bottom is 100% HP. They took a tower, and it's so important when you play heroes like Doom.
Yeah,
You
meanwhile,
take the enemy safe tower.
Boom did kill Doom's courier with these two observer wards they have up here. He was able to spot that one and pick it off on the run through, so that was pretty nice going. Legion Commander. How many times, my dear friend Legion, is she going to get run down as the IC duo get to work and take down Curry for the 5th time this game? What are we on? Do I even want to check? Oh, 6th death. It's getting rough. It's getting real rough. It's up in the top lane, Shenny. Okay, well, I mean, Phoenix.
Doom tag, but
yeah,
their alliance is very fine with that. Just when you have so much advantage like this, like you're very fine using a ability like Doom on a support hero, which is the lane push for the enemy. Like you slow down their map protection, even maybe force a rotation. This Lina used a DD, came top, and basically did nothing. And he's the only hero that can do anything on the map for the Dire. Like if they see this Lina, like all 5 heroes are safe from dying. Pretty much. Okay, they're gonna go for this top. They have a cast range, the nerf one.
No. Oh no, a little bit off the mark there on the light strike rare. Nico Baby just Spidey senses tingling and dodges out of the way, and now even pushing forward, looking for something here. 33 making his way over as well, and guess what? In the backlines, the rest of Alliance smoking in on this. Curry is going to be the recipient of the Dex marks right now, and I don't think he's going to be getting away with this one too lightly. Meanwhile, Muff also being targeted. They're diving deep. They want Boom, and Boom they will certainly get as the boat comes crashing through onto his head, and that's going to be another one dead. Muff and Boom both in the Dex. Fada will die in response, but Curry on the run. Don't think he's getting out of this one as the torrent connects. The right clicks are there, and with the tag team, they'll be able to bring him down, and that's 3 heroes dead on the side of SworDDarK. Alliance, they are tearing them apart right now. Senny still doing his best here to split push and take towers and, well, not take towers, but certainly delay the tower taking of Alliance. But Nico Baby's always just where he is, making sure there's no pressure coming out or anything like that. Still though, the Phoenix is doing a good enough job in delaying the game, but unfortunately it is feeling real rough right now.
Yeah, it's just no tower damage and not anticipating what enemy is doing often equals in a hard game. Like maybe if they anticipated what Dire's gonna do with this top moves, there's gonna be outpost fight. I guess there's no outpost fight. They're just gonna take both outposts again. I guess it's gonna be a duel on the Doom and the Laguna.
Being brought down pretty quickly here. They won't get the dual kill, but a kill is a kill all the same. They get down 33 once again, and that's going to be a nice little bit of money in the pockets of Muff and the rest of the surrounding heroes for that one.
Doom for 2 outposts. I think it's still a good trade for Alliance. Fortunately for SworDDarK, the Alliance still getting the favorable trades, and we see a Limp He might go for a top kill, but most importantly, he's gonna use a torrent and a ship and a splash attack.
Yep.
There's a Tusker coming. There's gonna be another torrent.
Yeah, all that. I mean, Tusker's coming over with the heals, with the wands. It's making the survive a little bit longer, but tag team plus Walrus Punch. A little bit too much damage for Curry to tank up. So this little Legion Commander dying for 8th time now. Yeah, 0 and 8. We're gonna stop checking that one out of respect.
Yeah. We're gonna give our guy a little break. He's hitting a rough one. Sometimes it just is like that.
Look at Limp. He's got the Aghanim Scepter. That means we've got a Torrent Storm, and it might be used right now, although the egg comes down with a good blade as well. Handskip might drop here, but managed to get off the snowball just about in time. Song going to be used very briefly. Oh no, that was a terrible song. Allows the egg to come off, and now with the duel coming out onto the Kunkka. Kunkka's fighting up into them right now. He's getting super duper low. The duel not enough to finish him off as the boat comes crashing over. Boom surviving as well. Somehow, only one casualty from this fight thus far. Boom might make it too, trying to get around the trees. Does Duke successfully. 33 also nearby. Boom staying out of sight though. Muff as well, not looking particularly healthy here. They're picking this one out though. He walks into the X mark, so that's going to be good night for Muff. So that makes it another kill for the side of Alliance. Meanwhile, in come a couple of...
It's a level 3 Sunray.
It's there. Fada getting low. Fada's dead. Yeah, so I criticized the song, but actually I think it did allow the egg to come off there eventually. It was just like a split-second song, but they still got the stun up for it, so that's why the fight wasn't so bad for SworDDarK as Curry gets brought down once again. Don't need to comment on that anymore, I don't think. But down in the bottom lane, might be able to grab themselves a cheeky outpost. Jenny gonna get the capture. It's really good to see Shenny always this far out though, always pushing waves, always being really deep onto the enemy side of the map, and Boom's actually managed to find Doom here. Should be able to grab this kill. Yeah, there we go. Maybe tries to come over and force him back, but unfortunately wasn't able to save 33's life there as he's a little bit overextended, not really showing the respect that SworDDarK deserve.
Oh, Fata looks like he's in trouble bottom. There's gonna be some Naga Ludus coming in.
Yeah, Frost is on to Shenny. Shenny doesn't mind though. I mean, he's got a Yules, he's got an Icarus dive as well. Surprised he's not trying to put more pressure onto Fada and dragging some other heroes back here, but they're just allowing these Naga illusions to push out this bottom wave, kill off that tower, at least get some damage onto it. Meanwhile, a TP coming in from Limp. Shenny gets seen. Oh god. Oh, see you later, Shenny. He's trying to save the Yules, but let's see if it pays off in the end. Oh no, the blast comes in from Fata. Sunray, sorry, not quite enough to get the Phoenix to safety, and Fada will grab that kill. And why is this shovel on cooldown?
Yeah, he didn't use it for at least 1 minute now. I've been paying attention to them. It's like a Midas. You might get a bounty.
Yeah, Midas for your team sounds pretty good. Meanwhile, Muff's getting run down as that's going to be a kill for Nico Baby, running through Muff, but they do kill Hanskin in response. So not completely awful trades here. SworDDarK managed to find a little bit on this map, but still not really a whole lot.
Yeah, and update, he did use the trusty shovel, and he got the healing salve.
See? Use your shovel, get items. Good stuff.
Healing salve, it's okay, but you would much rather have that bounty rune. But it's a lower percentage, right?
Yeah.
It's a nice item. I like it. It's like
that's cool.
You get a roll every minute.
Yeah, just go digging. Feels like you're doing something for your team if you're having a really bad game as well. Just give me the shovel and go dig.
We haven't talked much about Naga Siren, but he's actually very far. He's keeping up on the network. Has only 1 death and has some nice items. They're gonna go on the Curry again.
Yeah, they certainly are. Curry taking the full brunt of their force right now, but they've used a fair few ultimates for this one. Nico Baby on top of the egg. Can they keep it alive? They have got a song, and they're going to use it once again. However, the song gets interrupted, but it comes a stun onto Nico Baby. Shenny, though, getting really low, despite just hatching from this egg. Still running out of health real quick, and the Doom is out onto the Nagasara. Nico Baby's on top of him as well. Nagasara is going to drop. Digi is dead, and that's a big hero down. Muff grabs a bounty rune before he himself will take a fall. Before hero's dead on the side of SworDDarK is a very costly engagement for them. They're going to lose out big time here. We're able to grab that bounty rune in the middle of the engagement. That's about all that can be said for them for that fight. Really unfortunate. This time the song being used to protect the egg, but with the stun coming out from that Torrent Storm from the Kunkka, It interrupted the song, didn't allow him to cancel it, and that meant the stun didn't come out in time.
Unfortunate way to open up the fight for the Dire. They already had their Legion dead before anything even started. Just the advantage the Alliance built seems too much for the Dire. They don't really have a tools to fight it. The itemization, the Doom with the Veil, and the eggs on the Pika, and then this level 16 Morphling is too much for the Dire to handle.
Yeah, he's doing a lot with what he has. This Pupil's Gift also a fantastic item in Morphling, obviously. Giving him just more strength, more intelligence. Really good item on Agi Heroes.
I'm trying to think of a way the Dire can come back into this game, but it's so hard to play when all your tier 1s towers are dead and the enemies have tier 1s. Like you kinda need to team wipe them to get a tower, because you're not strong enough to go on its own. And okay, Nico Baby is gonna try for a solo kill bottom. Nice fake stun. He's gonna get the stun now. He's just gonna finish the kill. Ah, that was very nice play. He baited the use and then baited with a stun. Nice.
Basically just becoming leaner. Curry,
Yeah, now he's just gonna port to the top shrine, just farm the triangle. I hear the egg.
Oh.
It's mid.
Oh.
I guess he was split pushing and just used egg to split. He got help.
maybe. But Shani does go down, and that puts Egg on cooldown, which is a large part of their team fight, to be honest with you. I'm not too sure about that one. SworDDarK now going to have to try and defend. Well, Roshan is actually going to be the call from Alliance here, which doesn't really surprise me now I think about it. They can get in here and rip through the big boy in no time at all. So why is this guy so weak?
Underrated strength of the Tuskar. I guess teams that are using it probably think about it more, but people usually don't think how Tusk helps take rush very easy. His level 4 tag team. It really makes it go down so fast. Okay, Nico Baby is gonna chase after Curry. He's not gonna get him on his own.
No,
he a bit closer, they might get it.
Yeah, he purges off the Ethereal Blade very easily with the Pressy attack. But can we please talk about the elephant in the room? The fact that CM just tanked Roshan for a Morphling to take it? When your CM can tank Roshan for you at 22 minutes into the game, I think my boy Roshan needs a buff. I think we might have to start a campaign for him.
Also, your CM at 22 minutes is not this fat usually. He has
true.
Vlad, Bracer, and he has 5 armor from Dragon Scale.
Yeah, 250 health from the Trusty Shovel as well. As Nico Baby jumps in deep, trying to kill off the Vengeful Spirit. Turns into Venge, grabs a stun, does get stunned up by Boom with the heals coming out to Muff there, keeping him alive for a surprising long time here. Might go for the swap under the tier 4s, but holding back for now. Ned comes out, holding Nico Baby still. Meanwhile, the tower is taking some damage, but not that much. Limp jumping in deep, going for the fight right now as he drops that Torrent Storm. Look at them go, throw them up into the air. Boom's going to take a kill here. Meanwhile, they'll look forward, the buyback onto Boom here. Look, let's try and turn something around here, but again, they only just have their Supernova off cooldown. Now maybe there's an opportunity for the fight. They need to get the Nagasaran out of here. She's tanking the Doom right now. They'll throw down the egg, if nothing but distraction, but the X-Marks drags back the Nagasaran. She's not getting out of this one alive. She's frozen solid and brought down once again. Limp finishes off that kill. No buyback on the Nagasaran. 4 heroes left to defend this one, and I don't think they're going to be able to do it. They haven't even been able to take the Aegis off the Morphling. Defense here seems extremely unlikely.
Alliance not kidding around, they're gonna die for more kills. There goes a Sun Ray, but is it gonna do much? It's actually doing a solid amount of damage, but Nico Baby turning into Lina, he's just gonna clean up the house. Bench doing what he can, but it seems like it's gonna be a GG. Alliance taking this one very convincingly.
Yeah, that was that was a bit of a beatdown.
They didn't even let their guard go down for even a second this 25 minutes in. They played their lanes almost perfectly. They did the 10-minute rotations perfectly. I think they got all the outposts like for 20 minutes. That's what, 3 outposts? They got all six of them.
I'm
so
not,
their
I'm not
experience
sure.
advantage is like too high.
Yeah, I mean, we can
very good showing from Alliance. I'm very curious how they're gonna do against Secret or Enigma. depends on which one they match up after the group stage.
Yeah, I mean, well, within the group stage, they'll be playing
Yeah,
against
I
Team
mean
Secret, but
Secret,
obviously.
and then they might, depends how they do against Secret. They're either gonna play Liquid or Nigma. I guess Nigma did lose to Alfinem, so maybe there's a room for a surprise in that group. But it would be very realistic to expect Alliance to play against either of them, which are both very good teams.
Yeah, agreed. Well, that's going to put Alliance ahead for this one as SworDDarK are put down, but they've got another opportunity to try and wrestle a game of the boys in green. SworDDarK versus Alliance game number 2 is going to be coming out very shortly. Do stick around for that one, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes or so for the next game.